Alright, how's it going, YouTube? So right now I'm about to test and tune. This is a new day. I'm going to try something new with both cars. I added more timing to the 6400 car, which is a stock chassis car. That's all I did. I kept the same RPMs that I had from the previous video you seen. Or honestly, I did the RPM changes to this one. So I brought in my RPM, my end RPM way later to see if it helps me right now. See if I gain any more mile an hour. It's just trying. I also brought the laptop to try a few other things, so we're gonna see how it goes. So right now I'm gonna start off, as y'all know, on that. I'm gonna start off on the ramp. I got the 221 with the other day. If it holds it, should be a good run. I'm expecting good numbers. If not, I'm gonna just draw the laptop, charge up, and redo everything, and start with something new. See what happens. But that's what we out here to do today, is try. Also, I'm gonna try to see what happens today. See if that car holds it. So I'm gonna give it to that car. So if it holds it, it should be some good runs. So we'll see. All right, y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna get ready. All right, YouTube. I also did some suspension tuning just to see if it helps. If it doesn't, I'm gonna go back to the suspension I had previously. I just wanted to make it firmer in the big end, so it stopped dragging on the wheelie bar. I'm still wearing out the wheelie bar wheels pretty good. I'll show you what a new one look like compared to those. But I got the side camera. I'm gonna try to get some side views. Hopefully that works out. But let's ready it, see if it takes this first ramp. I think I'm a little bit crooked, y'all. Let me fix up. All right, I should be good there. Yeah, we straight. Let's see what happens, y'all. Pop the wheelie. Alright, we're gonna have to alright, so what I think is hooking. We talking about plenty hooking, because I never had it do that to me. Oh, okay, I know why it did that. Like I was just saying, it was the suspension. That's exactly why it did that. So right now, I'm gonna start preparing this for another hit, but I'm gonna get another hit in with the stock chassis, and I'm gonna put the suspension back how it was, and we're gonna see what happens from there. All right, let's read it. I know it was a bad hit, but 255 at 55. Started to get ugly once it hit the bar again, so. All right, guys. All right, YouTube. Let's see what happened with the 6400. It's a bit windy right now. Hopefully I can still make a pass. I did turn it up, left the same RPMs. All we hoping for is that it just gets down there. So let's see what happens. If it take it, should be a good run. Sorry about that. Came out nice, but it broke traction when everything started to hit. I'll try it one more time. I'll try it one more time like that, just to see if it holds it. If not, I'm gonna take the timing back out. I got a 265 at 51. It was on a pass though. Both cars, I turned up the start power to high, so we'll see if that helps as well. All right, YouTube, let's try this again. All I did was adjust the suspension, so let's see if that worked. Let's put this camera on, get that side view. Let me drag and ready. Let's hope it make this pass, y'all. A little bit crooked, but I'm gonna drive it. All right, let's see what happens. Started picking up in the middle of the track. So what I'm gonna have to do is adjust the rear suspension. Stay straight though, but definitely gotta adjust the rear suspension. Let's see what it did. Read, we got 231 at 70. So let's see if we can correct. Let's see if we can correct that that bar slap, and maybe it will help. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll try the 6400 in the meantime. Alright, YouTube, we back. Let's see if we can get down there. I didn't change nothing in the remote. I took a little bit of curve out because I think that's exactly where it's hitting too hard. So we'll see if we can make a straight pass. If not, I'm gonna take some timing out. I also did some suspension adjustments, so let's see if it holds it, y'all. All right, here we go. Still coming off the line dead. It did take it, but it got a little loose in the big end and started pulling on me. Did get a little loose in the big end. Let's see what it did. Read, we got a 241 at 63 miles an hour. So we'll work on that. I think I'm gonna take some timing out because it's hitting too hard in that big end. I'm gonna just go down for now. And we'll see what happens. I could even see that the wheelie bar wheels, it hit so hard and held it so, like, on the ground so much that it's like rough now. So I'll just take some timing out, but before that I'm gonna get another hit with the other car just to see what that does, and I'll go on the computer and mess with both, and then I'll do some more hits. So I'm gonna get this ready again, and then we'll get back to it. Alright, YouTube, this is gonna be the last hit before I change the RPM, so let's see what happens. Alright, let's drag, ready, set up this camera. Alright, let's see what happens, y'all. See if we can actually make a full pass. I'm actually crooked. Let me fix that. We also trying a different ramp because the last ramp I see is just too aggressive. So let's see what happens. It wasn't a bad hit. I think it could have came off the line a lot harder. Let's see what it ran. 230 at 68. So I think it could have definitely came off the line a lot harder. I'm actually gonna try it one more time with this same RPM setting. I'm gonna just turn up the point, see if it handles it. It went nice and smooth. It kind of left dead off the hole, but this, as I said, the start power is on high. So if I feed it now, it should take it. It should even hit the bar hard, if anything. But I'll go up from here and see what happens. So stay tuned. Alright, YouTube, so I did some I took some timing out of this motor. I noticed it don't like all that timing, so I went down. I'm still gonna try the same ramp, but I am gonna come out harder right now, so let's see what happens. Ah, you son of a gun. All right, so we on to something. That was a smooth run. Still think it could have even hit hard out the hole, but let's go get it and see what happens. All right, YouTube, let's see what it did. 245 at 65. I'm gonna leave it just how it is. I'm gonna just come off the line harder. I think that'll get me to my initial point faster. So let's see what happened. I went up 2 points from the last hit, but it was going crazy. So now that I'm in a 2.4, hopefully the points alone should carry me and make me faster. We'll see what happens. All right, YouTube, we back for another round. This is with, all I did was turn up the point right now. So we're gonna see how much that helped. So it should come off the line harder. Let's see what happens. Ready it? It's crooked. Sorry about that, guy. You waste a whole run if your car crooked trying to correct. So let's see what happens. Let's see what it did. It looked like a smooth run. Let's see what it did. There we go. So it did a 2.2 at 70. So it did touch the bar. I noticed that it touched the bar, but it did exactly what it was supposed to. So I was gonna mess with RPM, but right now what I'm thinking to do is just give it more point. So I'm gonna clean it, charge up, and I'm gonna do the same exact thing. I'm just gonna add more point and see if it takes it. If it hits too hard, it's gonna hurt me, and then I'll change the RPM. But right now, that was a good increase. So let's see if we can make it any better than that. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, YouTube, so right now, all I did was turn up the point. I like the last one it did. I just want the car to come out harder. If it can come out harder, should be able to pick up ET. So let's see what happens. Car's a little bit crooked, but I'm gonna still go with it. Still gonna turn it up out the hole. I like the way it's hitting nice and smooth. There's nothing wrong with a smooth pass. 245. So I got more G's off the line. So I think I definitely could turn up some more. I don't even want to try another ramp, because I don't think that other ramp gonna help me. It just might throw the car off. So right now, I'm gonna just, I'm not 65. I hear the car picking up in the big end. So the other day when I ran the 218 on the tree, I had the RPM coming in sooner. So before I leave here today, if I don't get nothing better off of just turning up the point, then my next step is to bring the RPM in sooner, and we'll see what happens. All right, YouTube, so all I did was turn up point. That's all I did. I'm gonna stay with the same exact ram, same RPM, everything. All I did was turn up the point, see if it could come out harder, and see if anything, it'll give me anything else. I also adjusted the rear suspension. I gave it a little bit more preload, because I seen last time it did hit the bar. So if I plan on leaving harder, I wanted to absorb that hit. So let's see what happens. I did have to fight it, that one. The car was crooked on the come out. I should have just fixed it, but it is what it is. It did hit the bar, so that might not have helped. But I think I'm gonna change the RPM range now and go from there, see what happens, see if we did anything better. So yeah, we did a 2.2 at 6.0. So we got the right range in the 2.2s, but I still think it could have came out harder off the line. So I'm gonna try a different RPM. You know what? I'm gonna try this RPM one more time, and I'm gonna go up with the point. I'm gonna just release the suspension because it did flop on me. So I'm gonna release the suspension back to where it was and see if it takes the hit, and then we'll go from there. But it was a good run. I'm trying to break into the 2.1s with this car. I know I'm getting somewhere. Right now I've been stuck in the 2.2s on the Gnss. So all right, stay tuned. Alright, YouTube, back with the 6400. So what I did now is I just gave it a whole bunch of point, initial start. That's what I wanted to do. I want to see if it's still cogging off the line. If it is, I might need to drop one gear and see what happens from there. So let's ready it, see if it holds it right now. Still kind of cogged off the line to me. Made a nice straight pass though. See what it did. Oh, I didn't even put the Gnss in there. Oh my. Oh my. It was a nice pass anyway. That's all I could say. Alright, YouTube, let's see what happened. Once again, I stayed with the same RPM. I just messed with my ramp. Same ramp and everything. I just messed with it. See what happens. The same 222. Alright, let me make sure that it's straight before I actually launch it. No, it's off. Sorry about that. Alright. See what happens, y'all. Think it's ready to go? Yep. Alright, hopefully the Gnss is in this one. Nah, I'm just messing around. It's in there. Alright, let's see what happens. Wasn't a bad hit. My last hit with this RPM. I gotta try something different just to see. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna check some data log as I'm here, and then we'll go from there. But let's see what it ran. Yes, about time. Now we talking. 217. Now I'm not so sure about changing RPMs now. Not so sure about that. Still got some work to do, but let's see. Alright, y'all stay tuned. I'll get back to y'all. Alright, YouTube, so the last run, and that GoPro just went dead, so I won't be able to catch this view of the car. So the last hit I did, I don't know what it ran because I didn't have the Gnss in there. So I noticed it left dead off the line, so right now I turned it up. So we'll see if it holds it, we'll go from there. Let's see what happens. Turned up the point a little too much. Think I'm gonna go back to where it was at. Started spinning, but I stayed in it. But I know it didn't run a good time. So I'm gonna go back to the last run I made and keep it around there, see what happens. If anything, I'll just add more timing, but I'll probably get one more run in, and then I'm gonna call it a day, call it a wrap with this car, with both cars actually. All right, YouTube, we trying a different RPM right now. I'm not sure how it's gonna leave or come out, so we'll see what happens. See if it helps any or what. Let's see. I couldn't tell if it was good or bad. I don't know. It was a 2.3. So it did worse. I mean, I got 70, but it did worse. 2.3, not bad. I might have to try that one more time with the same ramp that I had in there before. That was my problem. I try to come out of it, but let's see what happens once I try it again. YouTube, this is gonna be the last hit, so I went back to the smooth run, so let's just see if it make a pass, see what happens. Fix up in the front real quick. All right, we should be good. No, I'm still off. I'm sorry about that. I ain't trying to waste the last run. Hopefully it give me the best numbers yet on the GNSS for this car. So let me just make sure everything is good. All right, let's see what happens. Wasn't a bad hit. If you ask me, I'm gonna go back to the RPM I was using at the Cash Days race. I noticed the RPM is coming in like right at the 132. If I could get it to come in sooner, shouldn't be able to spin more mile an hour. So okay, we're getting somewhere. That wasn't bad. Still think I could go back to the other RPM though. Still think that's not bad though. That's good. I'm headed in the right direction. But next time out, I'll be trying the RPM I had in there. I won't touch this timing because the timing is working perfect. As y'all can see, it's making nice hits. But also, I did give it more curve, and that's why I think I got that one more mile an hour. So next time I'll probably play more with the curve if I don't change the RPM. But either way, I'm gonna still change the RPM and go with the same setting I got right here and see if it holds. So all right, y'all stay tuned for the next testing tune. We probably just be tuning. We got 2 races coming up, so we'll see. I'm dialing them in for that. So all right, y'all stay tuned. All right, YouTube, this is gonna be the last hit of the day. It was a good day. I learned a lot. I'm trying something new right now, so let's see what happens. Wasn't a bad hit. I need to check the logs. That's why I changed RPM, to see if it helped with my voltage sag. Oh, sweet. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a new PB. And that's off of changing, RPMs. So maybe I'm onto something there. Maybe I'm onto something. We'll see, we'll see. We'll get home, check the logs, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Probably was a long video because I probably did like 20 hits each car. So, all right, I was learning though. Everything was learning. So, I got my PB on the GNSS. That was a great thing right there. So we'll keep working on it and go from there. All right, YouTube, I know that I said that the last hit was the last hit, but I felt or feel that I could get into the 2.0s at least. So I changed my ramp and I turned down my point because it's gonna snatch harder. So let's see if I'm headed in the right direction, y'all. kind of went dead off the line, but it was a smooth pass. Might have went slower. That's how it always is. I'm in the 2-1s though. That's a great thing. 2-1. I still felt I could have came off the line a lot harder, but it took that ramp nice and smooth too. So we're gonna keep working on this, but we're gonna do it on another day. I'm out of here, y'all.